welcome back to another Farming Simulator 25 video. And I haven't done any content on the Nexat pack yet, but Giants have released the teaser trailer, and we're going to have a quick look at that. And then we're going to have a look at the fact sheet that they've released so far, and just going to give you my opinion on things. So let's roll the trailer. We'll have a quick chat about it, and then we'll dive in to the fact sheets.
For everyone.
So, not the longest trailer in the world, doesn't really show us the most information. I do quite like that as you drive up, it gives you some guidelines to show that you're lined up with stuff. The animations look kind of cool, but yeah, doesn't really give us a huge amount of information. It's a teaser trailer. What more did you expect? Does look kind of cool though, doesn't it? Let's switch over to PowerPoint, where all of the good stuff happens. So we've had 3 sets of fact sheets. As I said, I've not really done too much on the Nexat pack yet, but we'll start at the start with the carrier vehicle. 1100 horsepower. I guess it's a big beastie. It's pretty heavy, 24 tons, and it's got to operate a lot of different stuff. Because it's big, it's not particularly fast, 15 miles an hour. But I guess, I say you're not going to be moving it around. Like, you're probably going to be moving this thing around the whole map. And because of how long it appears to be, I'm guessing you're not going to be putting it on things. So auto drive if you're on PC, base game worker if you're not, or just a lot of slow driving. But this thing intrigues me. It doesn't suit how I normally play, but it intrigues me because of the implements it has. So we've got this damn man, I don't know how you say that, sprayer, 22,000 litre capacity, which is ridiculous, and a 56 metre working width, which is again ridiculous. It's quite slow, but if you're doing big fields, the volume that this thing can hold and the working width means this thing is going to be able to cover a lot of ground between refills. And I think that's what this thing is designed for, is to work big fields and do a lot of ground. Now, we don't have big maps. I don't play big maps, but this thing does intrigue me. So we'll see. Could be one of those DLCs that you get and you don't use. Who knows? Week 2 Slurry module, and 2 units this time. It's a 2-part thing. There is the distributor and the tank. Now, this starts to highlight one of the features of this thing, which is the apparent tram lines, in that the seeder, by the looks of it, and this work inside the working width of the wheels, which gives you apparent tram lines. Now, I can already hear people whinging that you're not making the maximum use of your fields. If that bothers you, drive over the tramline gaps, don't use the worker. I'm assuming the seeders, the planters, this all have a working width of 14 meters, and you're going to end up with some sort of tramline. What I like, it holds 30,000 liters, which is about the same as some of the big slurry units. Say 14 meter working width. This is going to be quite nice to use, I think. It's going to be interesting to drive this thing with its kind of horizontal aspect. Yep. And then the last one, which was a single fact sheet, although there is another implement on there, which was AHO. And I know some of you do enjoy AHO. Obviously, it has benefits. If you watch my video about weeding, you're not going to take the impact on yield penalty of weeding your field. I'm assuming it's got the tanks attached for either some kind of fertilizing or planting or seeding unit. Maybe this can also seed things like grass. Not sure, but 13.5 meter working width. So maybe that's the working width inside the wheels. Not sure. But yeah, interesting bit of kit. I'm intrigued. Doesn't really suit how I play. I can imagine if you're playing on a map with narrow field entrances, narrow roads, this isn't going to work. This isn't designed for your favorite map, depending on who you are, by your must-have modder. I can't play the game without certain maps. If you're that kind of person, this isn't going to work for you. But if you're a bit more open-minded about your maps, this is possibly for you. The details. It's coming March the 11th for all platforms. So yes, PC, Mac, consoles. And if you want to pre-order it, you can use partner code Disturbed. You could use the QR code that's on the screen, or I'll have a link below for the Season 1 pass if you want to get all of the DLCs. If you're not interested, totally understand that as well. If you found the video useful, click the like button. My opinion on this, I'm 50-50. Doesn't suit how I normally play, but it intrigues me. So we'll see. Anyway, see you next time.